My fellow Americans, our 4-year national nightmare is over. Nipplegate is no more. Our number one story on the countdown tonight, even if you were not one of the 90 million viewers watching the Super Bowl on February 1st, 2004, you surely have memory of Janet Jackson's soft chest part exposed by Justin Timberlake during the halftime show. The decency police didn't buy the wardrobe malfunction excuse, slapping CBS with a $550,000 fine, all for a moment that lasted 9/16 of a second. That fine was tossed by the 3rd U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals today. It's now history. Alas, there's no better way to commemorate this final chapter than by looking back at Countdown's original coverage of this earth-shattering story.
No one would have believed in the first years of the 21st century that this world was being watched keenly and closely by intelligences greater than man's and yet as mortal as his own. Yet across the gulf of space, minds that are to our minds as ours are to those of the beasts that perish, intellects, vast and cool and unsympathetic, regarded this earth with envious eyes and slowly and surely drew their plans against us. And early in the 21st century came the great disillusionment. The awful night had begun with the omen the whole world missed, the ceremonial coin toss conducted by football legend Y.A. Tittle, soon to be the question on everyone's lips. Why A. Tittle? Unaware of the cataclysm that awaited him, Timberlake was initially proud.
Love giving y'all something to talk about.
And then the others got loud.
Dirty pillows, dirty pillows.
What? It's not like it was a real one. I mean, this apparently was made up of Michael Jackson's old noses.
I guarantee you, that's the oldest boobie that Justin Timberlake has ever seen.
That's not exactly an unusual phenomenon for me.
And soon the breast seemed to have taken on a life and a publicity agent of its own.
Hey, hey, hey! That halftime show was okay.
Yes, it was, yeah.
Hey, hey, hey! My areola was on full display.
All right, well, okay.
And then the good times ended. From halftime, half open, to 100% backlash.
Offensive, embarrassing, and inappropriate.
We received thousands of complaints. I don't think it was an accident what happened at the Super Bowl. That was very calculated. Somebody had knowledge.
Think of the children. Would somebody think of the children? Though the universe seemed aligned against her very being, Janet would ultimately realize that when you are a Jackson, you are not alone.
That's Janet. That's my little baby sister.
And what of those intellects, vast and cool and unsympathetic, who withdraw from this lonely planet? What think they of us now?
Thanks for the memory of Santa.
To the Village Voice newspaper, he's the superscribe of La Dolce Musto. To us at Countdown, he's our resident scholar on Nipplegate. Hi, Michael Musto.
I'm so honored, Rachel.
Let's hark back to the moment when it happened, like the landing on the moon, the O.J. freeway chase. Do you remember where you were, what you were feeling at the time?
Yes, I was watching Golden Girls reruns. I don't watch sports even when there's entertainment involved, but I certainly got the call, Rachel. I was booked on TV more from this than when Cher removed a rib, or even when she removed the Bagel Boy. This was the biggest orb since Men Walked on LaToya.
Back in 2004, the amount of attention this got was obviously disproportionate to its absolute value importance. But silly as this is, there's legitimate questions here about government overreach, legislating morality. What message did the appeals court send by throwing out this fine today?
I think that a breast, however surgerized, does not really harm anybody. At the time, parents were outraged, you'll remember, that this breast was going to corrupt their children. Meanwhile, the parents are eating beef jerky, selling crack out of their privates, and cheating on each other. They're total hypocrites. And the breast, it turned out, did not hurt anyone, even gay men.
In the big picture, does this further tarnish the George W. Bush presidential legacy?
I don't know. I think lying about Iraq was enough of a bad legacy for him. We don't have to throw Janet's breast onto this plate of international genocide. Though, yeah, what the hell? Let's blame him for this, too.
Stupidity sometimes sticks when it comes to politicians, but with celebrities, do you think this scandal actually helped advance the careers of Janet Jackson and Mr. Timberlake?
I don't know. It helped Justin because he distanced himself from it, as you'll remember. He said Janet betrayed him, so he developed this fake patina of class, though he then went on to do a part in Love Guru. But in the case of poor Janet, it did hurt her. It's still hovering over her. This breast kind of keeps smashing into her career like a piñata, and no pretty toys come out.
Wow, what an image.
Thank you. I'm proud of that myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's kind of thrown me off my game here for a second. All right. One other story getting a second life in the news today, Michael. Shannon Doherty reprising her role as Brenda Walsh in Beverly Hills 90210, the 10-year high school reunion. She and Jenny Garth and Tori Spelling coming back as themselves, only older. Does this mean big numbers for the CW, which of course has been teetering on the brink a bit?
It's big news for the C word. No. Look, I'm very excited about this. It's so major, Rachel, that Luke Perry said, you know what, I'll pass. But still, Shannon, Tori, Jenny, these three titans back at the Peach Pit. You can't lose with this. I mean, not since the Actors Studio brought Chekhov to London has there been something so awful.
Michael Musto of The Village Voice, it is always a pleasure and always somehow shocking to have you here. Thank you.
That's what I'm going for. Thank you.
That is Countdown for this, the 1,909th day since the declaration of mission accomplished in Iraq. I'm Rachel Maddow in for Keith Olbermann today. He will be back tomorrow night. You can catch me 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Air America Radio, except when I'm here. Thanks for watching.